Hello everyone, welcome on board this flight. Today we're on the ground in London's Southend airport. It's just a small regional airport, about 50 miles, well 45-50 miles from London city centre. So we're in Southend today, and today we're going to fly down to Malta, but there's a twist to it. We're not flying directly to Malta. Air Malta, they introduced these new flights to Southend from places like Malta, but they operate 3 destinations from Southend. They fly to Malta, they fly to Cagliari in Italy, and they fly to Catania, which is also in Italy, I think. So today we are flying from Southend, and our destination is Malta, but we'll be stopping in Cagliari, I think it is. We'll be stopping. Just bear with me a little second and I'll see if it's Cagliari. I'm pretty sure it is. Right. Spain. No, not Spain. LIEE. Yeah, it's Cagliari. Okay, so we will make a short, 25-minute stop in Cagliari. So well, the actual stop the airline makes is 50 minutes, but I'm not waiting for 50 minutes. So we'll head down there, we'll take off the passengers, we'll refuel the aircraft, and we'll continue on our 1-hour trip from Cagliari to Malta. So, let's go. Here we go.
Southend Tower, Air Malta 187, ready to copy IFR clearance to Elmas. Air Malta 187 is cleared to Elmas Airport.
So Elmas Airport is the name for Cagliari Airport.
Departure frequency is 128.905, squawk 0736. Air Malta 187, cleared at Elmas Airport as filed. Fly runway heading, climb and maintain 13,000. Departure on 128.905, squawk 0736.
I'm just doing the cabin crew. Oh dear, that's not what I wanted to do. Staying the cabin crew. There we go. Right, brake is off. Well, do we need to push? No, it's one of these taxi out stands. Okay, so forget about that. Oh crap. Come on, can it clear? Can't. Is there any way I can go back? No. What about here? No. Oh, God. No, no, no. Ugh. I can't click any of these buttons. What we'll do is we can actually... No. For God's sake. How do you go back? No. Oh well. We'll just tell them to push us the minimum distance.
Flight deck to ground.
Go ahead,
It's
sir.
one of those stupid taxi out stands. So I'm gonna have a quick look at Project Flight, see if it's picked us up. So if you guys can see this, I don't know if you can, but we are the blue aircraft down here. Yeah, Southend to Cagliari.
Ready when you are, Captain.
Start pushback.
There we go.
Roger, sir. Please release your
Parking brakes released.
Start and pushback. You can start both engines at your discretion, Captain.
Okay.
So we'll start engine 1.
Engine 2?
Start engine 2 even. I don't know how far this is going to push us. Yeah, there we go. Just a little bit. I asked to be pushed for the minimum distance. So there we go. See if I can change the view on this. There we go, that's better. So the runway at Southend is short. It's very, very short. It's just over 6,000 feet. So unlike Gatwick where it's 11,000 feet and Heathrow where it's
Engine
almost
2 is
13,000
stabilised.
feet. So it's
Starting
short,
number 1.
but we'll make it, hopefully. Go. That's the second engine firing up. So the flight down to Cagliari, it's about 2 hours. Then we'll do a quick refuel. We'll board the new passengers wishing to travel down to Malta with the passengers we currently have, which is
Engine 1 is stabilised.
And pushback is complete, Captain.
Parking brakes are
96,
set.
I think it is. Yeah, 96 passengers.
Okay, then, Captain.
So
Don't
we're
worry,
just over half
steering
full.
pin is removed, all clear signal on the right. Have a good run, sir.
So we'll wait for the new checklist. And what we'll do right now is we'll put in the V speeds. So V1 today is
Have to start checklist.
135. V2 is
Engine mode
140.
Set.
Apparently, as
APU
my
please.
sheet tells me. There we
Set
go.
off.
APU master.
Set off.
Ground spoilers.
Just exactly
Set.
61 tons is our ground weight.
Checked 0.
Pitch trim.
That just doesn't work. I don't know why.
Flight controls.
Do a quick flight controls test.
Full left. Full right. Neutral. Full up. Full down. Neutral. Rudder. Full left.
Oops.
Full right. Neutral.
Perfect.
Check. Flaps.
Turn on the taxi lights just now, actually.
Flaps 1.
Anti-ice.
Off.
ECAM status.
Checked.
ECAM door page.
Checked.
Hand signal.
Received.
Checklist complete.
There you go.
Ground, Air Malta 187 with November, ready to taxi IFR. Air Malta 187, taxi to a little short of runway
24.
2, getting taxiway, Charlie, over. Contact tower.
So the flight today from the stand in Southend here to the stand in Malta should take about coming up to 4 hours. So this could be a longer stream. And we'll do a quick turn here. Go. Yeah, this is what we were supposed to do. We were supposed to go in the taxi out position. Normally, if there was an aircraft parked at this stand here, we wouldn't. And surprisingly, I actually know my way to the runway. So we don't need the progressive taxi today. What a beautiful aircraft though. The Air Malta livery is very, very nice. There we go. No life of a passenger. Surprisingly, Air Malta tickets aren't actually that
Taxi.
bad. You can fly from Southend to Malta.
Taxi.
Brake
Well,
check.
no, what you can actually write, how Southend operate this, or they used to a couple of weeks back, they may have changed it,
Brake check.
is
Pedal pressed.
what they used to
Check
do is they
0.
used to fly Southend to
Check.
Cagliari, Cagliari to
Multi-brakes.
Malta, then they used to fly
Max.
Malta all the way
Takeoff
up to
data.
Southend.
Reviewed.
But
FCU.
what they do
Checked.
is
Flight instruments.
Checked.
EasyJet
TO
are also in
config.
direct
Set.
competition with
Checklist complete.
Air Malta flying from Southend to Malta and back as well. So there's competition here, and not many people fly from here to Malta a year. There's about 17,000 people, so not many. So maybe the route will improve, I don't know. EasyJet did launch the Malta route last year, and then Air Malta launched the Malta route this year. And here's the runway, so we'll do a quick collapse test as well. That's fine. And we'll stop here. Ask for some take off clearance.
Air Malta 187, ready to go. Runway 24, IFR to Elma. Air Malta 187, cleared.
Oops, wrong button.
Airport information. Cleared for takeoff. Runway 24, Air Malta.
It's It's nice down here in Southend though, it's a nice 17
Flight
degrees.
attendants, seats for takeoff.
Go.
Before takeoff checklist.
Brake temperature.
17
Checked.
degrees,
Brake
which is
fans.
nice.
Off.
Engine mode selector.
Check normal.
Approaching
TCAS.
24.
TARA, tilt above.
Exterior lights.
So what we'll do is
Set
normally when we
on
take
runway
off,
table.
we normally go on the
Stowed.
parking brake.
Stowed.
But we'll
Checklist
taxi
complete.
up here and then we'll hold the brakes. So here we go, we'll have up 50%, well about 40 actually. About 40%. And then take off.
Take off.
Here we go.
Man, toga, SRS and runway.
Check.
So this thing
Power
does
set.
pretty rapidly take off. Southend has expanded massively in the last few years.
100
EasyJet
knots.
announced a base
Checked.
here in, I think it was 2012, and other airlines, it took a while to get going.
Rotate.
But then last year, Flybe announced they'd start flying here with services to
Positive
places
time.
like
Gear up.
Manchester, Glasgow,
Gear up.
Dubrovnik.
Navigation.
Check.
EasyJet used to only fly two routes from here, I think it was, or no, it was three. They used to fly to Seine or something like that in France. They used to fly to Groningen, which I think they still do in Netherlands, and they
Gears up,
they
lights
still
off.
fly. Sorry, they fly to all these routes, but they fly to Rennes in France as well. But it took a while
Second
for them to get
autopilot is
going.
on. Flap 0.
Speed check flat to 0.
Did he just say Air Mauritius? Yeah, he just said Air Mauritius. Let's see, climb power. Whoops.
Climb
There we go.
thrust. The after takeoff checklist.
There we go.
Engine mode selector.
Check
Let's
normal.
climb then.
Spoilers.
We'll go up to 230 actually.
Disarmed.
Flaps.
Got
Check
9
retracted.
tons of fuel to take us down to Cagliari today, and as I
Set
said, we'll
off.
refuel in
Both on.
Cagliari
Off.
and we'll go
TCAS.
up to
Checked.
Altimeter.
25 minutes.
1013.
1013. Check. Checklist complete.
Yeah, 850 nautical miles down to Cagliari, so it's about 2 hours to 2 hours and 10 minutes. So should be a good flight. It's just the climb phase now. There we go. So we'll do what we normally do. We'll wait until 10,000 feet and then we'll do the usual. See what Project Fly's got on us. Yeah, just departed. And there's a flight to Dubai as well. Not far from us, flight to Stockholm. A flight from Copenhagen to Stansted. And then there's us.
Set and cross check.
Check.
It's just a waiting game to see how well Air Malta gets on at Southend though, because they've never flown to Southend ever, and it'll just be interesting. Here's the Orbex scenery working for us, and it took me about 2.5 weeks to get it to work, which really annoyed me, and yesterday I bought the Just Flight Dash 8 Q400 Majestic, and that doesn't work either. So I've sent a request to some of the developers or customer support at Just Flight, and they should be on my case as we speak. Well, they better be. I won't be very happy. Turn on the terrain data. it as Air Mauritius as well. How weird is that? Right, so we don't have to turn off the landing lights because the co-pilot does it for us automatically, if you will hear about now.
Passing 10,000 feet.
Lights off.
Off.
There we go. So, it's the climb phase right now, nothing more interesting to happen, as I've said a million times before, and I'm sure you guys are aware that the climb is just going up and nothing but it. So, what we'll do is I'll go away like we normally do, and I'll speak to you with the local weather, the runway, anything else that I can think of in Cagliari. So I'll speak to you then. Take care until then. Hello everyone, welcome back. That's us started our descent into Cagliari. This is part of our first landing today, as once we've landed in Cagliari we will spend 25 to 30 minutes on the ground boarding new passengers and getting on new fuel, new luggage, new bags bound to Malta. So this is our first landing of two, and the flight to Malta is much shorter than the flight from it's much shorter than our flight from Southend to Cagliari. As you can see, we're 1 hour and 38 minutes into the flight so far. The flight to Malta is about an hour to an hour and 10 minutes, so it is much shorter. Beautiful scenery, the Warbex is working well. So, it's just the descent right now as usual. What I'm going to do is I'm going to check. Oh, I haven't told you the local weather yet. I've checked the local weather, but that was about half an hour ago, so we'll recheck the local weather. Here it is. So apparently here winds are 15 knots from 130 degrees. It's 28 degrees on the ground. Nice. So it's nice and warm. What we'll do now is I'll go away and I'll speak to you with more information when we get close to Cagliari. Hello everyone. That's us now on final approach to Cagliari, and we are a little bit off course. Oops. Anyway, auto brake needs to be on low, not medium. Okay, what I'm actually going to do right now is
Autopilot off.
disconnect. Don't need the flight director, I know where I'm going. So we are a little bit off course, so what I am going to do is I'm going to take the aircraft under control for myself and see if I can fly it in. We do have a tailwind which should affect us on slowing down. Unfortunately we're not heading into the winds. Ooh, dear, the speed.
Speed.
Yeah, I know.
Speed. Speed. Speed.
Unfortunately we don't have any scenery for Malta or Cagliari Airport. I couldn't find any. It's just not suitable scenery. And then the only scenery I could find isn't even scenery, to be honest. It's just an airport reconstruction. And the airport reconstruction that I found on the actual airport that's here in Cagliari doesn't exist. It's not real. It's fake airport. So I couldn't find anything, unfortunately. But landing in Cagliari right now, then we've got a 25-minute stop on the ground, which you are free to go and get something to eat or something like that, and then we will turn around, head across to Malta. So, if I just keep looking down, it's just because I don't want to overspeed and I don't want to stall, but just don't worry about the speed. Speed's fine right now. We are slightly high, but at least we had nice scenery leaving Southend. That was UK 2000 paid scenery for Southend.
1000.
1000. 10,000 is checked. Go. Throttles forward a little bit. There we go. You can level off now. We're at fine height.
3, 2.
Go speed's okay.
$500. $400.
Speed's okay. Fix that nose up just slightly.
300. 100 above.
Oh, there's no winds now, that's fine. See if we can
200
resist
minimum.
landing.
Speed, speed,
Continue.
speed, speed,
Okay, pitch up the
Speed.
nose just a little
Speed.
bit.
100.
speed, speed,
60. 40.
Oops. Whoa.
30.
There was a quick gust of wind there.
20. Retard. 5. Retard.
Whoops.
Ground spoilers.
I don't know if that greased it, but it was okay. There we go.
Manual brakes.
Set auto brakes.
Oh, can we stop here? Yes, we can. Excellent.
Malta 187, turn next.
First of 2 landings. Welcome to Cagliari. Alitalia on the ground. 2 Alitalias.
Contact ground on 121.6.
And
Maybe you
that is part 1 of
After
this
landing
route
checklist.
completed.
Exterior
So touch
lights.
the gate.
Checked.
Ground spoilers.
Set off.
Engine mode selector.
Check normal.
Flaps. TCAS.
See the gate 14.
Checked standby.
Brake temperature.
Checked.
Parking in beside this Alitalia. And there we go. I don't know how well the landing went. I think it went relatively well. And that flight was 2 hours and 12 minutes. It's because we had a little bit of a wait while we were circling the airport waiting for this Alitalia coming in from Rome to land. So what I have decided we are going to do... Oh yes, there's a jet bridge here, so now we can board passengers easily. So what I have decided to do is tomorrow, and tomorrow is, if I'm correct, which I'm not sure I am. Whoops. I mean to put that. That was... Yes. Tomorrow is the 30th of May. And tomorrow I've decided we're going to do a live stream. I haven't decided where we're going to fly to or from yet, but we're going to do a live stream, but I just don't know where to or from yet. See if we can...
Parking brake and chocks.
Chocks are
Parking
set. Brakes released.
Oh,
Engine master.
Both off.
Seatbelt
So-
signs.
what we'll do is
Set
we shall
off.
now...
Beacon lights.
This has reset itself. Good.
Set off.
So
Exterior lights.
Set
what it'll
off.
say is it'll
Anti-ice.
restart itself
Off.
in
Fuel
a minute
pumps.
once the parking checklist is finished.
Set off.
Checklist complete.
Perfect. Right. I'll be back in a second because the doorbell's just gone. Okay, sorry about that everyone. You can skip the video forward about a minute if you want to skip that little delay. Anyway, as you can see it says restarting checklist in 3 minutes and 15 seconds. So what we'll do is we will immediately get underway. Right, so how far is Malta? Fly over Sicily and Malta's just directly below. So we're not going to fly as high as we usually would. We'll go up to 23,000 feet. That's not boring. We put that in. Right, so we're going from, what is this? Lima, India, Echo, Echo. I think it is. Yes, it is. To Malta, which I think is Lima, Mike, Mike, Lima. Yes, it is. It's Lima, Mike, Mike, Lima. To Lima, Mike, Mike. No, not Lima, Mike, Mike, Mike. Lima, Mike, Mike, Lima. Turn, and we are. Oh, what is the code for Air Malta? It's not MX. Let's have a quick look. Here it is, KM. Okay. So we are still KM 187. We are still Air Malta Flight 187 because we are not finished yet. We are due to continue down to Malta. I don't know what the cost index for Air Malta is, so I'll just put in 8. And the cruise is 23,000 feet. Right, after that we'll depart off runway 32, I think it was, that we just arrived on. That's the wrong airport. Here we go. And we landed here, and that's runway 32 as I predicted. Perfect, and then after that we'll go direct to Lima, Mike, Mike, Lima. It's the next waypoint. Insert. Okay. Passengers, checklist is a way to restart itself in a minute. No, we're not taking that much fuel. Right, so passengers, according to this here, which is the generator thing, that looks fine. So according to this, 39 people are still left on the plane and 102 boarded, so that is 141 people are on this aircraft. The cargo is 3.26 and the fuel is, we'll have to check that actually. So what we'll do is we'll go into, I don't know if you guys can see this, we're going to FSX fuel planner, and we'll go here. We are an Airbus A320. We're going from LIEE, Lima, India, Echo, Echo, to, no, we're not going to Glasgow. We're going to Lima, Mike, Mike, Lima. That's right, 13306, and now we go from pounds to tons. 13306, convert 6. So we'll go for, I will take 6.5. That's good. Return. We'll do the cockpit preparation checklist now.
Cockpit preparation checklist.
Aircraft state.
Engine master.
Nope.
Both off.
Engine mode selector.
Checked normal.
Set
Parking
the
brake.
traffic cones.
Off.
Yeah, that looks good. Passengers are coming on nicely. Thinks the front door open. Oh no, it was. So now we've just closed it accidentally.
Checked.
Ventilation panel.
That's fine.
Is checked.
Fuel
So,
pumps.
we'll just wait for everything to come online now.
Set on.
Adheres.
Checked.
Checklist complete.
Beacon light can come on. And APU is on, which is fine. And what we now need to do is go into Project Fly. That's the old flight. So, no, what are you doing? Bookings, progress, complete flight. So, there's our flight. I still don't know if you guys can see this, but if you can, here's our flight, and if you can't, I'm just showing the flight that we've done from Southend to Cagliari. I'm going to do our second flight. Bookings. So we're going from Lima India Echo, sorry. Lima Mike Lima Malta. And I'll have to manually enter the booking. So we are Air Malta 8 Uniform India. No, that goes there. And we are KM 8187. That's right. We won't bother with that. We're taking the same aircraft, which is down here. Book sim brief. Right, we'll wait a minute for this. Ooh, please hurry up. Fly now. Perfect. That's us in. See if they can see us. Perfect. Okay. Checklist is okay. See if the boarding is almost finished. Oh no, the boarding's got a hell of a long way to go yet. So what we'll actually do is click instant because it seems to be boarding quite slowly. So, doors, close the front. So it didn't last nearly as long as I thought it would be. We've been on the ground for about 10 minutes. So, jet bridge can go bye-bye.
Before start checklist.
Go.
Windows and doors.
Closed and locked.
PU.
APU on.
APU bleed.
It's on.
Set on.
External power.
Disconnected and off.
Cabin signs.
On.
Thrust levers.
Idle.
V1 is 128.
Set on.
Barrel reference.
133 and
1009.
100.
Perfect. Right, we are completely
Lights.
ready to go.
On.
Checklist complete.
Right, we're ready to go again. Oops, no we're not. Because I have not filed a new flight plan. Right, here we go, flight planner. Southend, no we're not. And we're on gate 14 here. So we're in, oops, where's this? No, it's not Milas, I don't know what you call it. We'll just put in the code. LIEE, there it is. LMML. We're on gate 14. And we are flying to Malta Airport, also known as Lucca. We're at 23,000 feet. There we go. We can request clearance in a minute. Oh, what's that? I have no idea what that is. Anyway, so we'll turn up speed from when we take off. We'll just turn it up to 210. That's fine, that's fine. Ooh, okay. Right, let's get some clearance going.
Cagliari ground, Air Malta 187, IFR to Lucca, ready to copy. Air Malta 187 is cleared at Lucca Airport as filed. Fly runway heading, climb and maintain 9,000.
9,000.
118.75.
We'll switch that to 360 and we'll push it.
Air Malta 187.
Push that as well.
Lucca Airport as filed. Fly runway heading, climb and maintain 9,000. Departure on 118.75. Squawk 5726. Air Malta 187. Reback is correct. Contact ground on 1.
Yeah, so we will have to push back this time, which is fine. Right. Checklist. Start push.
Flight deck to ground.
Go ahead, sir.
Ground, we have ATC clearance for push and start. Please confirm ground equipment and services are clear.
Turn on the flight director this time.
Roger. The ground equipment and stairs are clear, all doors are closed. Steering pin is in position and we're ready when you are, Captain.
Start pushback.
Roger, sir. Please release the
Parking brakes released.
Start and push back. You can start both engines at your discretion, Captain.
Okay.
Good. Okay. Flick.
Starting engine 2.
There we go. Excellent. Wow, look at that view. Beautiful. And we have the invisible tug pushing us back. So, we spent very little time on the ground, which I thought we'd spend longer than this, but I just don't... Oh,
Engine 2
stopped.
is
Okay.
stabilized.
Start number 1.
Starting number
Wait,
1.
comes on. Here comes... Oh, jeez. See if we can zoom in on the engine. There we go. Engine's coming on. There we go. He's fired up. It's good, and we'll zoom back out. And we're still pushing apparently. Whoa! That was weird.
Engine 1 is stabilized.
And pushback is complete, Captain.
Parking
that was
brakes are
weird.
set.
Anyway.
Okay then, Captain. Tow bar disconnected. Your no steering pin is removed. All clear. Signal on the right. Have a good run, sir.
So wait. Don't ask for taxi yet. Flick on the taxi light. Everything's good.
After start checklist.
Engine mode selector.
Set.
APU bleed.
Set off.
APU master.
Set off.
Ground spoilers.
Set.
Rudder trim.
Checked 0.
Pitch trim.
So usually
Flight
we'll
control.
skip the pitch trim.
Full left. Full right. Neutral. Full up. Full down. Neutral. Rudder. Full left.
Oops.
Full right. Neutral.
Excellent.
Check. Flaps.
There go the flaps.
ECAM status.
Checked.
ECAM door page.
Checked.
Hand signal.
Received.
Checklist complete.
Perfect. Let's get taxi.
Cagliari, round, Air Malta 187, ready to taxi IFR. Air Malta 187, taxi to and hold short of runway
Oh,
24.
they've changed the runway direction.
Echo.
That's interesting, so we'll just put that in then.
White, 618.
Departure 14. And then after that we'll go direct to Lima, Mike, Lima.
Taxiway, Oscar, Echo, Air Malta 187.
Okay, no big problem. I just changed the runway. In fact, I don't actually need the progressive taxi either. We're doing well today. Haven't used the progressive taxi a lot today. Apart from the taxi to the gate. There we go. Let's go to Malta, the second flight on this
Checklist.
two-part episode.
No slide.
Taxi.
Brake check.
Pedal pressed. Checked 0.
Check. Auto brakes.
So
Max.
we'll go
Takeoff data.
up here and we'll turn right.
Reviewed.
FCU.
Checked.
Flight instruments.
Checked.
Checked. TO config.
Set.
Checklist complete.
Go like so. Okay. Taxi down to the runway. I like how you can open the windows in this aircraft. I think it's cool. Got idle power. And runway here is of reasonable length. So let's continue taxiing down. Looks good.
Cagliari, round,
And there's another plane going. It's off to Fiume, which is Rome Fiumicino Airport. So what we do is, because we've got about an hour's flight and we're not carrying much fuel, we won't need the whole runway, so we won't go up to the top, we'll just go here. It should be fine. To the tower.
Air Malta 187, ready to go. Runway 14, IFR to focus. Air Malta 187.
So, we're cleared to go.
Takeoff, runway 14. Clear for takeoff, runway 14, Air Malta 187.
So, we should be on the ground in Malta in about an hour and 15 minutes.
Flight attendants, seats for takeoff.
Here we go. Wait for the before takeoff checklist to be completed.
On
Brake
runway
temperature.
14.
Checked.
Brake fans.
Off.
Engine mode selector.
Checked normal.
TCAS.
TARA, tilt above.
Exterior lights.
Set
Good.
on.
Sliding tables.
Stowed.
Stowed. Checklist complete.
Let's go. Wait till the cabin crew finishes their announcement. There we go. About 40% of power. Thrusters are set, and let's take off.
Take off. Man, toga, SRS and runway.
Check.
Let's take off to Malta on our second part of this video.
100 knots.
Checked.
Speed 1. Rotate.
Yeah, we didn't use the whole runway, so there's no point in taxiing up to the top anyway.
Positive climb.
Gear up.
There we go. And where's the plane
Gear up.
off to?
Navigation.
Check.
Ooh, climbing a bit fast. No, let's climb. There we go. And the view's been ruined by the air traffic control. Sometimes I hate the ATC in this
Second
game.
autopilot is on.
Let's climb. And that goes up to 210. That gets turned off for a start.
Flap 0.
Speed check. Flat to 0.
Climb thrust.
Beep.
The after takeoff
There we go.
checklist.
And now it's done.
Engine mode selector.
Checked normal.
Spoilers.
Disarmed.
Flaps.
230
Checked
actually.
retracted.
'Cause that's what we did when we took
Gear
off
up,
from
lights
Southend.
Exterior lights.
We're
Set
looking good.
off.
Tax.
Both on.
Anti-ice.
Off.
TCAS.
Checked.
Altimeter.
Bye bye,
1009er.
Cagliari. We'll
1009.
see you again.
Check. Checklist complete.
See you again maybe shortly. I don't know. We might do another one of these two-leg flights. Still haven't decided on tomorrow's flight for the live stream tomorrow. I don't know what we'll do. We'll be going live in the morning at about... We're going to be flying about local time in the UK at about 10 o'clock. So I still don't know what we're going to be doing. We'll be live on YouTube. I don't know if I'll do Twitch someday, but the channel's just not big enough yet to be doing things like Twitch, because there's no point in doing it if nobody is really going to watch it. So just have a quick watch.
Transition altitude.
see if there's any routes that take.
Arrow reference set and
my
cross-check.
fancy.
Check.
We could always do a holiday flight, seeming as it is the season. There's this airline that operates out of Burgas in Bulgaria, and it's called BH Air, which stands for Balkan Holidays. We could do some of their flights. They fly to places like in the UK, like Aberdeen, Belfast, Bristol, Glasgow, Edinburgh, East Midlands, Gatwick, Stansted, Manchester, places like that. We could do a flight like that. I don't know, because honestly I haven't got a Scoobies yet, but we'll just have to wait and see. But we'll do what we usually do. We'll wait until 10,000 feet, we'll do the usual, and I'll speak to you with more information once we reach Malta. Cruise today is 23,000 feet, if I remember correctly. Oops.
Air Malta 187, climb and maintain 17,000. Climb and maintain 17,000. Air Malta 187.
There we go. Perfect.
Air Malta 187, contact Malta Center on 131.1. Joined at 131.1. Air Malta 187.
So, that's basically 10,000 feet. We'll do the usual. We'll turn off the passenger signs. The co-pilot will turn off the landing lights once we're just past 10,000. Like now.
Passing 10,000
There we go.
feet.
And I'll speak to you
Lights
once I have
off.
more information in Malta, so take care until then, I'll speak to you then. Hello everyone, welcome back. That's us on descent into Malta. After a very short 38 minutes, we're going down now. So, just want to have a quick look if anybody's on the ground in Malta. Yeah, one or two people. Just Frankfurt. Brussels. Yeah, one or two people are on the ground in Malta. So, we're descending down to 5,000 feet now. In fact, we're not doing the aisle, I suppose, we're doing the visual approach. Visual 1-4. So we'll put in that we're landing. Okay, that's fine. Whoops. Go. Oops. Excellent. So, this is basically just the descent phase now. I'll speak to you about the weather once we're approaching Malta. In fact, no, I won't, because I normally speak to you about the weather now. So, we'll do the weather now quickly, and then I'll go away. So, the weather is 17 knots of wind from 140 degrees. The weather is not as warm as Cagliari. It's 28 in Cagliari. It's 24 in Malta. So, still warm, but not as warm. See what the weather is where I'm from, up in Aberdeen in Scotland. Here you go. 16 degrees. That's not bad. So, as I said a minute ago, I'm going to go away now. I'll speak to you once I have more information approaching. No, I won't speak to you because I've given you all the information. I'll speak to you once we're on approach to Malta. That's what I meant to say. So I'll see you then. Okay everyone, welcome back. That's us on final approach to Malta now. Malta's main airport. Malta's only airport even. So, we'll report the main site because we can see it. We'll slow the aircraft, gear is down, landing speed is 138. Good. Contact tower now.
Malta 187 is 9 miles northwest. Inbound visual, runway 14 approach.
We'll stick it down a little bit more actually. Yeah, Muka Airport.
Altimeter 2994. Make straight in, runway 14. Air Malta.
Yeah, looking good so far. Take out the autopilot in a minute. Malta's looking nice. Nice little wave effect on the shoreline. Nice blue seas. Take out
Autopilot
the
off.
autopilot now and let's glide ourselves down.
Gear
Gear
down.
down.
The gear is down. Don't know why you said gear down a bit late.
Cleared to land.
Speed.
Runway 14.
Speed.
Air Malta
Speed.
187.
Speed. Speed. Speed.
It's looking fine. Ooh, no, auto brake should be on low. Why is it automatically putting the auto brake on medium? We've got a fine amount of fuel for 3 go-arounds, which we hopefully won't need. Let's go. We're looking good so far. We'll go to the left slightly because we are slightly right of the runway. We do have a slight crosswind.
1000.
That's fine. Perfect. Speed's perfect, right on the mark we want. We're a little bit high. Moving fine. It's a passenger view. We'll switch back to the
Approaching
cockpit.
14.
We're a little bit fast. So we'll go back to idle throttle actually. That's good.
500.
And there's Little Air Malta
400.
here, and I've checked where he's off to, and he's off to Heathrow. So Little Air Malta off to Heathrow. Unfortunately, as I have said before, we do not have scenery
300.
for
100
Malta.
above.
It's just the default. We have scenery for the surroundings, but not for
2
the
minimum.
airport.
Continue.
Speed. 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 Speed.
100.
Speed.
And we've just gone right over that Air Malta.
70, 60, 50, 40, 30, 20, retard, 5,
That was okay.
Spoilers.
Whoops, wrong button. See what that looks like. That looks fine. There we go. Oh, we could have turned off there.
70 knots.
Manual brakes.
Auto brakes off.
Oh, let's go in here. Ooh, lucky, 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 lucky. Let's turn ourselves round. Perfect.
187. Contact ground on 133.9er. 133.9er for Air
APU
Malta
on.
187.
Okay, welcome down to Malta.
After landing
Cool.
checklist.
187. Request
Exterior lights.
It's 56 minutes and 53
Ground
seconds.
Set off.
Engine mode selector.
Check normal.
Flaps.
Check retracted.
TCAS.
Hello.
Checked standby.
Brake temperature.
Checked.
APU.
Wow.
On.
Checklist complete.
Taxiway Echo Foxtrot runway 14 Golf Hotel Juliet Kilo Air Malta 187.
Approaching 1-4. On runway 32, flaps, flaps.
Oh, it's going to be sitting here saying flaps, flaps the whole time, isn't it? There we are. So, we've done a good range of flights today. Where's he gone? Oh, he's waiting for us to leave the runway. He's right in front of us, I can't see him. Oh, there he is. Be as fast as we can, Air Malta, sorry. Company A319. We'll just do a quick turn off here. I think the Air Malta AI aircraft might be stuck. Isn't good. Because I've had those problems before. In places like, especially Gatwick. I've had this, and Dublin as well. I've had a problem with Dublin where aircraft get stuck because they're not close enough to the runway to give clearance for takeoff, so they just get stuck and then they despawn. So I'll have to fix that, but that's not important right now. Yeah, why is it like that? Well.
Approaching 2-4.
Around here. If you can hear that little clicking noise like this, I don't know if you can hear it. That's just me applying the brakes. See? There we go. It's just brakes. Yeah, he is stuck. Oh dear.
Air Malta 187, hold position, approach another traffic.
Well, there's no other traffic. Where do you see traffic? Apart from that little truck there, but he's not doing anything, he's not in our way. Plus aircraft always have the right of way, unless it's vehicles in emergency.
Continue taxi. Roger, Air Malta 187.
Here we go. Ooh, that was fast. I think we did almost a handbrake turn there. Here we go. Oh dear, the parking has been better. There we go. Oh, now we're squint again. There. Good enough. Right, so. Perfect. Now we'll change everything back.
And the parking checklist.
So. Flight direct can come off, airport will leave that on. It's not important.
Parking brake and chocks.
Off.
Chocks are set. Parking brakes released.
Engine master.
Both off.
Seatbelt signs.
Off.
Beacon lights.
Off.
Exterior lights.
Enough training.
Checked.
Anti-ice.
And that's it after almost about 3.5 hours flying. Welcome down to Malta. I hope you've enjoyed coming along. I've enjoyed having you. I've enjoyed this flight and I hope you have too. We will be doing these two-part flights again because they are really good and I do really enjoy them, but that's it for today, I'm afraid. Don't forget about tomorrow. Set an alarm for it or whatever. 10 o'clock British time tomorrow. We'll be doing a live stream. By the time I've uploaded this video, I will have decided on the route we are doing, so it will be posted in the comment section below. No, not in the comment section, in the description even. So it'll be posted in the description below. So I'll see you tomorrow for the live stream. Take care flying, and see you next time. Goodbye.